Number 28 is an excellent example of a hard question where you can easily pick up some points. And it's one that you really just don't want to get wrong. The only thing you really need to know for this question is how absolute value works. Now, looking at the answer choices, looking at the question, you might feel initially confused. They're trying to get you to think abstractly about this question. But we should know that on the SAT, we always want to think with real numbers, not with abstract algebra concepts. Our brains don't handle that very well. So really just follow instructions here. It says 2 different points on a number line are both 3 units from the point with coordinate -4. So I wouldn't expect that to make sense as a sentence. Turn it into a picture. We can have a number line with -4. And then we can do some points away from that, right? And start filling in our number line. That's all a number line is a bunch of tick marks. And so here's my -4. 3 units from -4, well, we could go 3 units to the right. 1, 2, 3 would be -1. Or we could go 3 units to the left. 1, 2, 3, -7. So rather than deal with this abstract x in this question, now we can actually have real numbers to put in for the x. And really, this is just a form of arithmetizing. One of the best strategies for the SAT. Really make sure that you don't deal with complicated algebra when simple arithmetic will do. So let's just plug these numbers in for the x in all of these equations and see what happens. And be thorough here, right? Just looking at the choices, it's very clear to me that one small mistake, one lost negative could be everything. And especially since absolute value is all about negatives, we've really got to be careful. So let's make sure we're doing this right. For A, I'm just going to start with x equals -1. So I've got the absolute value of -1 plus 4. Okay, well that is really just the absolute value of 3. And absolute value has no impact on positive numbers. So the absolute value of 3 is 3, which is exactly what it was supposed to be. So A is a possibility. But we can't just pick it. We have to be thorough and go through all the choices. There might be multiple answers that work here. So let's just keep going. -1 minus 4. Okay, well, -1 minus 4 is actually -5. And this is where absolute value actually does do something. We kind of know it's wrong, but still, what absolute value does is it takes the number in parentheses, the final number after we've done all the arithmetic inside those 2 bars, and it makes it positive if it's negative. So in this case, the absolute value of -5 is +5, which is not 3, so B is wrong. But you can see, looking at A and B, how absolute value works if you weren't sure before you saw this question. It has no impact on positive numbers, but it takes negative numbers and makes them positive. That's really it. So let's keep going. For letter C, -1 plus 3 is equal to 4. Well, that's going to be the absolute value of 2, rather. -1 plus 3 is 2. The absolute value of 2 is 2, so that does not work. And then -1 minus 3. -1 minus 3 is -4. And the absolute value of -4 is +4. So that does work. And that doesn't surprise me. I mean, this is a hard question. It's very unlikely that we're going to get down to the one right answer right away. So that's why we just take our time. I'd rather take my time and guarantee these 10 points than rush and make a mistake when I could have gotten them. So just be thorough. And we just did the -1. Now we can do the -7 and just test it in the 2 choices that are left. So choice A, we're going to have the absolute value of -7 plus 4. -7 plus 4 is -3. And, well, the absolute value of -3 is 3. That's exactly what it was supposed to be. So that looks good. Let's double check D just to be safe. That's going to be -7 minus 3. -7 minus 3 is -10. And the absolute value of -10 is +10, not +4. So there you go. A is the answer. So yeah, this is gettable. It maybe takes a little bit of time to just do all your work, but take the time, get the points. Totally worth it. Certainly better than some of the other hard questions that we've seen around this one. This is one that is worth your time. So arithmetize, make it easier, and lock in these hard points.